evening and thanks for tuning in. I'm Ann Powell, the WJTS News. The man who authorities say shot a Posey County deputy in the head is out of the hospital and behind bars. Prosecutors filed attempted murder charges yesterday against 70-year-old Paul Wiltshire. They say he shot the deputy Brian Hicks in the head during a shootout last weekend. Hicks remains in the hospital in critical but stable condition. Wiltshire is now being held without bond. The Huntingburg Herbst Fest Friday schedule is packed full of fun for all ages. Selected food booths open for lunch between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. This year's golf scramble takes place at the Huntingburg Country Club at noon. The craft show at the main shelter house, food booths, and jumping jacks entertainment open for the evening at 5 p.m. And 5 p.m. is also the start time for the axe throwing in the beer garden open at Midway. Angel Rose performs at 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Midway stage. Little Miss and Junior Miss are on the main stage at 7:30 p.m. 500 performs from 8 to 11 a.m. on the Midway stage. Activities and booths will close for the night at 11 p.m., while the beer garden closes at midnight. The Huntingburg Regional Airport is flying over a major milestone this weekend. The airport is celebrating the completion of the newly extended and widened runway with a ribbon cutting at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, September 24th. After the brief 15-minute ceremony, everyone is invited to cruise down the newly extended and widened runway. The project includes Indiana's first tunnel at a public airport and was extended by 501 feet and widened by 25 feet. This now takes the runway from 5,000 feet to 5,501 feet long and from 75 feet wide to 100 feet. Keeping jobs local and corporate orders full was the intent of the project by allowing corporate aircraft greater operational usage of the airport through efficient uses of the aircraft. Women struggling with substance abuse in DuBois County will soon have a place to call home. Dove Recovery House has announced a new project to open and locate at a location in DuBois County at the end of 2022 on Wednesday. The new Dove facility is located at 1480 Canoe Street in Jasper and will open and house up to 15 women, which addresses a significant treatment gap. The county currently does not have any recovery residents for women impacted by the substance use disorder. Dove House will lease the property and provide free housing and comprehensive clinical services, all thanks to a partnership with DuBois County Community Foundation. In late 2020, the Community Foundation received a $4.4 million grant from Lilly Endowment Incorporated to improve mental health and addiction treatment services within the community. The new home was donated by the City of Jasper for use as a recovery housing. The home will undergo renovations prior to opening their doors next year. It is a 2-story house with ADA-compliant bedrooms on the main floor, 3 double rooms, and even a dorm room. Additionally, the house has ample living space for group programming and gathering, as well as a kitchen, laundry room, and front porch. Women may be referred to the new house through treatment providers, the criminal justice system, family members, or themselves. The house will be staffed by a team of licensed therapists, peer recovery coaches, resident assistants, and a clinical director, all of whom will be experienced and trained on working with women impacted by these complex and serious issues. If you're looking for a rockin' good time this weekend, then St. Meinrad will be the place to be. St. Meinrad is celebrating its 10th annual St. Meinrad Rocks Fest this Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time and Saturday at noon Central Time at the St. Meinrad Park. Event coordinator Carol Tresh says there is something for all ages to enjoy.
This year, a vendor fair on Saturday, food trucks both days, a beer garden sponsored by Louie's, and lots of children's activities also. Santa and his sleigh will be there, as well as we'll have an adoption bliss with It Takes a Village, and Silly Safari's live animal show. So lots of fun for the kids and adults. So it's family friendly, completely free.
With the fest being canceled last year because of COVID, Tress says that they are more ready now than ever.
I mean, last year we were all off, of course, because of that, so everybody's anxious to get out. We are completely outdoors, which makes a lot of people feel safer, and so I am hoping for a good crowd. We've got great weather in the forecast.
Proceeds from the event will benefit the Town Museum Fund, a fund created by the Spencer County Community Foundation that will help to preserve the beauty and history of St. Meinrad. The gates and beer garden will be open 1 hour before the show is scheduled to begin. The fest, which is free admission this year, takes place at the St. Meinrad Park starting at 6 p.m. Central Time on Friday and at noon Central Time on Saturday. When disaster strikes or an emergency occurs, many of us are caught off guard. But there are steps that you can take to make sure that you are ready to respond. September is known as National Preparedness Month, and Du Bois County Sheriff Tom Kleinhalter says now is the time to review your safety plans and plan for an emergency. The 2021 theme is Prepare to Protect. Preparing for disasters is protecting everyone you love. September was chosen as National Preparedness Month following the September 11, 2001 attacks. The 9/11 tragedy highlighted the importance of being prepared. Planning and preparing for natural disasters and other emergencies can greatly reduce the impacts these situations have on your family. The first key to disaster response is being aware of what emergencies you could face. Maybe it's a fire, flood, tornado, or other kind of emergency. When faced with an emergency, you should always dial 911. However, in a widespread community emergency, police and first responders may not be able to be reached quickly. You can also go to ready.gov, which contains information on how to plan for specific emergencies and how to put together a disaster supply kit to meet your individual family's needs.